All right, here we go. Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm going to get this big ponderosa pine loaded up so that we can mill it into 1x4s. Of course, after rolling it to the forks, we got to lift it up. And sometimes when you do this, the log doesn't roll all the way onto the deck. And in this case, that was a really good thing. It saved me a band. As you can see, I walk over here to roll it the rest of the way, and I see something. It looks like a nail. So I get out my claw, my hammer, I start working on it. Then I actually give my small metal detector to the customer and have her go and start looking for more nails. We find out that there's a few more on this end, so we just cut that end off. It saved us a band. That little metal detector is about 27, 30 bucks, something like that. There's a link down below to it. It's saved me many times. So it's not real expensive, not the best out there, but you know what? It works. So anyway, get it up on the deck, but now that we've cut the end off and it's a little too far down, all I gotta do is put my magic hook on, wrap it around the side supports, lift them up, and hey, guess what? I just pulled the log down the deck, did that a couple times, got the log positioned a little better, and away we go. Get her set up, start milling it down. Now, I'm going to do something a little different with this one. I'm milling 1x4s, and it's big enough for me to make 3 4-inch cants and mill them all down together. So I'm going to get to it right now, but you're going to see something different. I'll come back to you and I'll explain to you what's going on here shortly. So stand by. All right, now we're still milling 3 at a time. And here's the thing. When you have just 1 or 2 off bearers, having them try to pull that many 1-bys off at a time, you can see I'm milling the 5th or 6th row right now. Well, if that's 5, well, that's 15 1x4s that are about 18 feet long that the customer's going to have to carry off bear for me, get them off the mill. And that's pretty long. So for them to try to grab 5 at a time, it's quite a bit of work. And you can see they really kind of have to work around logs and stuff that's in the way. And right about that time, I started thinking, I think I'm going to do something different. So first, I get these cants repositioned, and I'm gonna mill them square. Now, when you get long ones like this, one thing that can happen is the ends can droop a little bit. Now, I do have my swing out bunks out, but a long log like that, maybe it's got a bit of stress in it from growing on a side hill, and due to the length of the log, they can kind of droop on the ends. And you'll notice that I started in the wood here and then just shaved off the top. Now, 2 things. One, it's not best to shave off the top like that because you're actually dulling only the down teeth on the band, not the up teeth. And that actually will cause the band to wear faster, dull faster, that sort of thing. But no worries. Once in a while, you get away with it. But you notice right there, I kicked that 1 4-inch cant off. And I did that on purpose. I could keep milling it and mill them right down to the deck like that. But trying to give the customer a break, I decided, you know what? Discretion's the better part of valor. I'm going to kick that one all the way off, and I'm just going to mill 2 until they're off the deck. And that just gives them a little bit of a break so that they don't have to work so hard. And it's not going to change production very much, really. In fact, it might even make it a little faster because it'll be easier and therefore quicker for them to off-bear 2 rows of 1-bys versus 3. They can just make 2 pulls, get them off the deck. I'll finish these ones up, and we're good to go. Didn't wear them out quite as much, right? They're going to get worn out by the end of the day anyway, right? So give them a break. I'm going to let this run a little bit, and then I'll come back, talk to you a little bit more about what's going on, what's coming up. So stick around for that. Hang in there. Let's get this one down to the deck. All right, we're getting these flitches set up. We'll get the flitches milled down. It's really nice when you're doing everything the same. I'm milling 1x4, so as long as I can get an 8 and an 8-inch board or piece of lumber out of these flitches, I can then split it in half, make it 1x4s, and kick it off the deck. They're using it for batting boards and trim and that kind of stuff on their Barndominium, which is going to be a really cool build. I can't wait to see when they get done. But it makes it easy. It really is. Just mill those flitches into whatever you can get them to, as close as 8 and an 8. Zap them down the middle. Then we'll get this other cant off the deck, get that one done, and move on to the next log. Now, what's coming up? This job site, I had a whole bunch of 1x4s to mill, so I'm going to bring that to you. I'm also going to do some live edge stuff, some beams, a few other things. We're going to get all that done, and then coming up, will be my next road show, which was in Prescott, Washington, about 50 miles from home. I actually pulled a chainsaw out, quarter up a big monster ancient maple that came off of one of the oldest homesteads in the area. Beautiful wood, gorgeous stuff, just awesome. There was some black walnut, some black locust, and some of it was so dry. Oh my gosh, it was wearing out bands faster than you can imagine. So all that's coming up. So hang around, stick around the channel. Also, more lives coming up. My next live, I'm going to devote over an hour for the live, so there's no cutting it short or anything like that. We're learning, folks. But be sure to join those lives. I'm there to answer any questions you have. Doesn't matter. You can ask about sawmilling, about what I do with the wood afterwards, off-grid cabin stuff. You know what? You can ask about YouTube. Anything you like. I'm an open book. I just sit here and answer your questions, and we have a good time. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to drop a video right here for you to check out. Check this one out. I hope you enjoy it. Y'all have a great day. The old Jarhead out.